Today's lesson is about like terms. It's grouping of similar terms, the same variables, letters, or unknown numbers. Example, x and 2x.
Or xy and 4xy.
The same degree of exponents of its variables. Example, 2x cubed and 3x cubed. Here are another examples, 3x and negative 3x. They have the same variable x, 1/2 x and 6x. They have the same variable of x. Negative 4x and 4x, 0.5z and 3/4 z. So they have the same z. Here xy and xy, xyz and xyz, ab and ab, a and a, x squared and x squared, square root of 2 and square root of 2. So you can combine or add them together because they are like terms. 3x plus negative 3x is written as 3x minus 3x because when you are adding different sign, so positive and negative will become a minus sign. So 3x minus 3x equals 0. 1/2 x plus 6x, you are adding the coefficient of x. So 1/2 plus 6 is 6.5. Then we are just copying the variable x. So 1/2 x plus 6x equals 6.5x. Negative 4x plus 4x equals 0. Because adding different sign, you are subtracting. So 4 minus 4 equals 0. When the coefficient of any variable is 0, they are 0. Because you are multiplying, the coefficient is a multiplier. You're multiplying 0 times x equals 0. Any number you multiplied by 0 will become 0. So 5.5z plus 3/4 z. You can either change the 0.5 to fraction, or you can change the 3/4 into a decimal. So 0.5z is 1/2 z plus 3/4 z equals, if you are adding two fractions, you need to change the denominator in a common denominator. So the 4 and the 2 are different, so we can change this into the same denominator as 3/4. So 2 times 2 is 4. Since we multiply this 2 by 2, the denominator, we multiply the denominator by 2, we have to multiply the numerator by 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. So now your 1/2 z becomes 2/4 z plus 3/4 z. Now we can add the numerator. 2 plus 3 is 5. Then we just copy the common denominator. So your answer will be 5/4 z. And when you change it into a mixed fraction, how many 4 can you get from 5? 1. The remainder is 1. And copy the denominator, which is 4. And don't forget the variable z. So your answer will be 1 and 1/4 z. Or, if you change 3/4 into a decimal, so we have 0.5z plus 3/4 is 0.75 z. So we have to add 0.5 plus 0.75, will gives us 1.25, and then the variable z. And then if we are going to change it in a mixed fraction, the whole number is 1 and the 0.25 is 1/4. Like 25 cents, it's a quarter. So the answer will be 1 and 1/4 z. Okay, let's continue to our examples. So here, we have 2xy plus 3xy. We are adding the coefficient of xy. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. And the variables are xy. So 2xy plus 3xy equals 5xy. For xyz plus xyz, when there is no number before the variables, that means the coefficient is 1. So 4 plus 1 will give you 5. So 4xyz plus xyz equals 5xyz. AB, the coefficient is 1. So 1AB plus 2AB equals 3AB. We're only adding the coefficient. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And copying the variables. So 3a plus 4a, 3 plus 4 is 7, and the variable is 8. So 3a plus 4a is 7a. 3x squared plus 7x squared. The same thing, we are adding the coefficient of x squared. 3 plus 7 is 10, and we are copying the x squared. 3x squared plus 7x squared equals 10x squared. Square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2. Here, the square root of 2, there is no number before the square root of 2. That means the coefficient is also 1. So 1 plus 3 is 4, and then we'll just copy the square root of 2. Square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2 is 4 square root of 2. Here, we have the square root of 3 and square root of 2. We cannot combine them together because the number inside the radicals are different. So we can rewrite it like square root of 3 plus square root of 2 equals square root of 2 plus square root of 3. Same thing here, square root of 2 plus square root of 5. Your answer will be the same because we cannot combine this together. Their coefficients are 1, but we cannot add them together because they have different numbers inside the radical sign. The same thing here, x plus xy. They are not the same variables, so we cannot combine x and xy together. And instead, we are going to separate them with the plus sign. Same thing with a plus ab is equal to a plus ab. 2x plus 3xy, 2x plus 3xy. 5a plus 3ab is still the same. So 5a plus 3ab.